And for the Bears, a familiar face in Ron Mouser Henry. He calls the shots. His assistants are Clancy Alms and Travis Hill. And, of course, the All-Star Zebras handling today's game. Joel Firmhand Furman is the crew chief. He's joined by John Zabo and Jacob Singleton as we get set to go here. Again, week 3 broken up with Christmas in the middle. Happy holidays to you. This 2 games today. And the Express come in, of course, with a 1-1 record. And impressive. The Ohsweken Bears, they too are sitting at 1-1. So as we get started, it's the Bears that'll have first possession, and first shot attempt goes off a defender and loose. The Express will pick it up, and they'll work it into the offensive end for their first touch. Jonah Beam in the lineup, back for the Express. They're certainly glad to have him back as they set it up, as is Mikhail Chelin. They'll work it over to Cody Menzies, who'll kick it back out to Jeff Roy. Jeff Roy swinging around, 10 on the shot clock, kick it back to the right side in Chelin. Chelin gets a screen, his shot right on. Good save made there, scooped up by the Bears, bounce pass outlet. They'll move it up over the time zone. Setting things up now in the offensive end will be Kent Baker Printup. And they'll work it to Lane Smith, half boards, left side, swinging around, wide open, and in to take a good shot was Tyler Kolodka. Rebound again, Lane fights for it, kicks it back out in traffic, shovel stopped. So a good job there by Cole Martin as both netminders tested early on up to the task. Zach McDonald does a good job. He'll retreat to the bench. Offense will set up for the Express. They'll work it now on that left side. Kick back over on the swing pass. Dawson Battersby. He has made an impact early in this season. His first season, that shot right on. Good job to collect his own rebound and kick it back out to work a fresh clock. Keep an eye on Mitchell Jeffroy. He has been a mainstay for this Express team here in the early part of the season, trying to go around and dunk off the post. So valid attempt from Darcy Thompson, comes up empty, and the Bears now counter the other way. Of course, both these two teams in midseason form is James Whiteford in the lineup for the Bears. He'll look for an opening, 10 on the shot clock. Pushed right back out, away from the dotted half circle. That shot right on. And another good save covering that short side was Cole Martin. And they'll work it up, and it's Gage Board. Board will get it off, and it'll be Josh Medeiros that will stay out there. Board wasn't expecting a pass. Turnover. Bears now move it up, 2-on-2. Lucas Beaver in the rush. They hit the trailer on the run. That's steered aside by Martin. So a good shot attempt there. That from Dalen Burning. He's come in, done a good job. A little two hands on that screen, and that'll force a change of hands. And here come the Express now into the offensive end. Cole Matthews taking advantage of it, working a good transition shot. Battle in the corner, double teamed, and I tell you, they're mixing it up in there, and the Bears come away with possession, and they'll try to move it up and over into the offensive end. Dangerous pass there, but then Kretowski will go for a bit of a run. Swing it around to the right side, kick it to Lane Smith. He'll let that bouncer go. Good save by Martin. And Brampton now looking for a quick outlet pass, trying to corral that in the basket. Making a good move is Kalen Martin. Martin will curl back out. Chelin will swing it around. They'll work it now to the left side half boards. Baker Printup swinging around. Chelin looking for an opening. Ducks back in. Goes to the bouncer. 5-hole closed up. Here come the Bears the other way. Just over 11 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Thanks for joining us here as we're in between Christmas and New Year's here at the ILA on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation. Swing around right side. And two hands on the screen, turnover. And here come the Express. Good flow to this game early on. Gage Board over the timeline. He'll bounce it off, and they'll work it now back to the top and work the right side with Menzies. Menzies, quick skip pass. Gets it back. Moves it around inside. Good save there. So Chase Martin has been on his game, as has Cole Martin, and the Bears do a good job to corral that defensive loose ball and move it up in Kane Kettle. Kettle will put on the brakes. He'll retreat. Lane Smith will reset the offense. Skip pass over to the right. Smith looking for it back on the return. Can't get it. They'll wait for the trailer. Big shot from well outside. Lane Smith will corral that rebound. Smith tried to shovel well wide. Goes off the defender. Still loose behind the net. Shot clock winding down to 2. Needs something on net and not going to get it. Shot clock violation going up the other way with the Express. We are at the 10-minute mark. Quarter number 1. Scoreless game here as the second half of week 3 takes place here and now today. 1st to 2 here at the ILA. That pass awry. Chullen will regroup. 10 on the shot clock. Chullen, 1-on-1. Looking for an opening. Doesn't get any help. 5 on the shot clock. Skip pass. Going to have to let that go from right up there, Jeff Roy. That's wide of the mark. That'll be a violation. Bears will get it back. Gritoski. He will allow the offense to set up, and it's James Whiteford now that will work that left side. Gets the screen. Whiteford turns the corner. Tried to go up high. That ball loose in the dot half circle. Scooped up by the Express. Bouncing out, and good job to move it up to Board. Board looking to attack in transition. Wrong stick side. Tried to go 5-hole. Nothing doing. Back the other way, the Bears. They'll try to counter in transition. No numbers, though, as Kaladka will put on the brakes. He'll stop, drop, and set up shop, and Lucas Beaver now will work it with Lane Smith. Smith puts the shoulder down, wrong stick side, wide of the mark. Ball picked up, Bears. Smith gets it back. Smith up, down. Good shoulder save by Martin. Good job by Lane Smith as he corrals the rebound. Looks a little gimpy, not sure if he may have taken a bit of a slash. Beaver comes in to help, swims his way out of it, and Lane Smith now. Plenty of time on the shot clock. They'll kick it around to the right. On the run, a good shot right on by Kyle Pedwell. And the Express now with a good defensive stance, hold court, and they'll try to move it up as Menzies runs into a roadblock called Blake Dunford, creates a turnover. Dunford swings it around and had an opportunity, tried to get it to Kyron Costello, couldn't do it. Good job in manning that crease area by Cole Martin, and going to have to hurry, can't beat the 8 count. Turnover, will give it back to the Bears. Costello, he'll retreat. Whiteford now will set it up. Under 8 minutes to go here, first quarter. Still scoreless, still looking for our first of the game here. Kick it back to the left to Whiteford. Whiteford has room. Goes to the bouncer, that's wide. Gage Board battling for it, does a great job. Gage Board, he's going to take it now in alone. Board wide of the mark. That's going to carry him up, and the Bears are going to make quick work of the transition, but overrunning it, and Chullen lays the body, but a great job there by Anthony D'Amico to hold on. Looking down as Beaver's pass goes awry. He scoops it back up. Lucas Beaver. Oh, if you don't know, ask someone. Beaver leads in. Takes a couple of hard checks, and crease is the call, as that will take us to our first officials timeout. Been some outstanding flow to this game early on. Hasn't been a face-off in the first part, and both these two teams punching and counter-punching. Express now to work. That pass picked off. So some good goaltending there by Chase Martin. And if you don't know who Chase Martin is, just ask someone. He's an outstanding netminder and has been for a number of years. Bears will set things up, and they'll work it on that left side. Kaladka trying to turn it. That right off the numbers, easy one for Cole Martin. And now here come the Express. They'll work it over the timeline with McDonald. McDonald, as Menzies will filter down to that right crease side. They'll work it over. And it's Jeff Roy. Jeff Roy looking for someone. 10 on the shot clock. Good defense by the Bears. Jeff Roy chased away from that dot half circle. Does a reverse pivot, and Again, pass. Menzies quick shot. Bouncer right on. Goaltenders right where they're supposed to be position-wise. And now here comes the Beav. Lucas Beaver moves it up over the timeline. Good to have him back. Suffered a knee injury last season that took him out. Great to have him back on the carpet here in the Arenalacrosseleague. Whiteford and Lane Smith worked a two-man game. Smith lets it go, was sighting that top corner. Couldn't get it. Rebound. Loose Pedwell battling for it. Good fight. Shot clock winds down and bodies go tumbling. And possession remains with the Express now, and they'll move it up over the timeline. Jonah Beam doing his usual dirty work and gets the job done. Sam Jaminski now will set it up. He'll work on that left side on the overload. Looking for the curl, letting that one go, and that was a bullet by Curtis Ward. Rebound by the Express, flip back, Chellin ducks in. That one wide of the mark. May have had Martin beat, but couldn't find anywhere near that cage, and we're going to have a delayed penalty here, and the first one's going to come to the Bears. So barring a goal here on the reset, fresh 30, net empty at the other end for the Express. They'll inch their way in, try to gap an opening. Work that left side overhand wide of the mark. Still have it. No reset. 10 on the shot clock. Jaminski's shot right on. So that will bring play to a halt. First power play opportunity of this game will go to the Brampton Express. The Express have been very, very efficient with a man advantage in the early going of this season. Like I said, come in with a 1-1 record. When you look at the Ohsweken Bears, their penalty kill at 70%. So they're efficient as well, but Jeffroy is going to quarterback this set. Work it to that shooter spot. Good save made by Martin. Fresh 30 now. Possession remains here with Brampton. They'll go around the horn. Big shot and by Gavin Tebow. Collect the rebound again. Another clock. Inching in is Jeffroy. Can't find the mark. They're going to keep it on the right side of the timeline as we're at 4:15 to go here opening quarter. Still looking for our first goal. Minute 20 left in the power play. Swing around, right side shot. Good shoulder save, Chase Martin. Jaminski fishing for it. Battling for it out there is Kratowski. Express will pick it up. Had it, lost it, had it. Jeffroy flips it back down, dump over. Quick stick, beauty finish. Cody Menzies on the doorstep. First goal of the game goes to the Express. Cody Menzies, as he just parked himself on the doorstep, and we talk about quick hands. Those were just quick hands he had to. Didn't have a whole lot of time, didn't have a whole lot of room, but managed to quick stick finish that right in the short side to beat Chase Martin for a 1-0 lead. 3:53 to go here, opening quarter. Brampton with the early lead, off the draw. Trying to run right through it was Dunford. Dunford already a big hit in this game, and he's out there wreaking some havoc as he'll get set defensively, and he's on Chellin. Pass over, and Curtis Ward couldn't handle it cleanly, but it makes a good recovery. Dumps it over. Swift back Chellin, that's picked off, and it's Dunford. So he's doing a great job out there defensively for the Bears. He'll look for some assistance now, and he finds it. And Baker Printup will flip and retreat, and now Whiteford will go to work. 10 on the shot clock. Work it back to the left side half boards. Bodies down, and that one right on. Cole Martin with an easy save there. Hasn't really been tested too hard. The defense for the Express has been good. Menzies wasn't expecting that, but he manages to get the gift back. Merry Christmas. Dumps it back over. Was looking for McDonald. Nothing doing there, and the Bears now will try to recover, and they do. Get it over the timeline with 2:40 to go here opening quarter. Kratowski, he'll dump it off. Lane Smith getting hounded, looking for a screen. They'll start it on the right. 10 on the shot clock. Kick over on the crossover. Whiteford Top corner bullet. We're tied at 1. So beautiful pass in the basket to James Whiteford, who was right on the doorstep. And you give Whiteford that kind of location, he's going to bury 8 out of 10 of those. And his first of the game, third of the season. 2:27 to go here, first quarter. We're tied at 1. These two teams, of course, both come in with 1-1 records, and off the draw, the Bears will control. Lane Smith will pump it back to the top, and they'll set things up now. And looking inside, rebound, and that's a beauty goal on the rebound. The Bears, as they just outworked the Express on the loose ball. And we'll get you the details on that goal after it is, but it certainly looked like Dalen Burning. Going to have to double check that, and we shall see. Sometimes roster numbers a little bit changed off the draw, though, as we're at the 2-minute warning here. Good job, Jonah Bean. Bean will set it, but a bad pass will create the turnover. That's going to be an over and back. Racing down to get it is D'Amico. And D'Amico now will wait, has a trail on Whiteford. Whiteford, he'll think better of it, peel out, send it around over the right side. They'll set things up now, minute 45 to go. Whiteford gets it back. They'll skip it. That shot from way out, and now that is definitely Dalen Burning that took that shot. And a quick transition chance here. Board again. Board. Face. Great save there by Martin. Oh, Gage Board with a beauty fake, but Martin a better recovery. Stuck out that pad and made the saves 2-1. Under a minute and a half to go here. Chullen will swing it back to the top. And the Express will set it up with Battersby, and an outstanding answer as Dawson Battersby rings the bell for the first time this game. We're tied at 2. Just a good job by Battersby, as right place, right time, and all about to finish here as these two teams had a good flow going early on. They have now found the mark. And we're all even with a minute 15 to play here, first quarter. Off the draw, violation will give possession to the Express. So they will have a chance here to try and add to their tally before the end of the quarter. Teams at full strength. Work it back to the top. Good move on the duck in, but Battersby ran into some defense. Bears close up shot. Menzies there. 5 on the shot clock. Menzies is pinned and can't go anywhere. So a good defensive hold by the Bears as they'll work it up over to the offensive end. And we'll have a timeout called by Ron Mouser Henry and the Bears. 42.1 seconds to play here in this opening quarter. Tied at 2. The Bears will look to work something here to try to get the go-ahead. Thinking better of it and peeling out is Waylon Abrams. Abrams dumps it down looking for Lane Smith. It's picked off. Here come the Express. They have numbers. 2-on-1. In the rush. That bouncer almost slipped past Martin, but Martin did a nice rollover. And that ball is somewhere lost. And Martin's going to exit stage left for the extra attacker. Here come the Bears looking for the go-ahead. 15 on the game clock. Lane Smith's going to have some sense of urgency. Whiteford, they let him open. He's got room. Kicks it out. Smith, 5 on the game clock. Lane Smith tried to go top corner. Wide of the mark. Rebound. Ball loose, and that will do it. 15 in the books here at the ILA. We're tied at 2. We'll be back. All set to go here for second quarter action. here from the ILA on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation. The first of two today. Of course, our second game will be the Paris River Wolves against the Six Nations Snipers. That, a 4 o'clock start, will follow this one. Off the draw, Bears will control it and get a good job by Kratowski to run that into the offensive end, set it up with Lucas Beaver swinging around Lane Smith. Smith looking for a screen, gets it from Whiteford. No look pass, can't find anyone. Beam gets it, good loft pass. Express now with numbers, Gage board. But after the peel off, it's a 3-on-3 situation, and they'll wait, set things up. Beam will come in to help. They'll swing it around right side. On the cut, that pass gets knocked down, and a good job to move it up by Costello. Costello looking for a trailer in Pedwell. Pedwell, good save there. Martin, rebound picked up wide. Rebound, that's a beauty finish. Good hands there. Bears take a 3-2 lead. And Kyle Pedwell back in the lineup for the Ohsweken Bears, and he does a good job just playing that carom, getting that offensive rebound and parking it into the open corner. No chance there for Cole Martin to make a recovery on that. And the Bears, just what they were looking for, an early goal to take their first lead of this game. Off the draw, Beaver will curl back around. They'll get it up over the timeline. Lane Smith, 2-on-1 now down in that corner. 1-2 off the post. Chance for Whiteford as he wrung it off the iron. Good job to stay with it. Bears will get a fresh clock to work with. It's the Beav. Gets a screen. Beaver dumps it off. Good pass. Give and go. That one's knocked down. So Whiteford was looking for Smith. Beaver has it. Great hands. That shot, though, right on the mark. So Martin positioned perfectly, and now the Express will counter the other way. Curtis Ward has been instrumental in the early success of this Brampton Express team. Dumps it off, working one-on-one now is Darcy Thompson, and that pass to Draminski floats deep. Here come the Bears. Transition chance here, and not able to get a good shot off, maybe just a little too close to that net, was Heron Snow, and the Express now will set things up at the other end. Colin Matthews. Matthews has room. Had an ocean, dumps it over, quick stick, good save on the short side. That's going to be a crease call, and a late hit will give it back to Brampton. And Gage Board now will swing it around. They'll work it on that right side. Getting a step, that was Chullen, wasn't able to hit the net. That goes up out of play, and possession back to the Bears. Of course, these two teams met last year in the playoffs, and it was Brampton that came away with a hard-fought victory there, as these two teams very evenly matched. Whiteford trying to duck in, curls back out, tries to duck in again. Good hesitation, 10 on the shot clock. That shot from way out is going to go out of play. That will be possession to Brampton on a good defensive, and a chance here at the other end. Medeiros, great save there, Chase Martin. And the rebound caroms high, and the Bears are going to counter the other way, but it's a 2-on-2. Lane Smith, backdoor, trailing. Lane Smith tried to feather that in the corner, couldn't do it. Rebound, no, the Bears. 30 seconds, good move to swim out. Behind it, Lane Smith, that's a beauty, top corner. Crease dive from behind the net. Oh, the veteran looking lean and limber on that play, as Lane Smith, full extension to park it in that far corner from behind the iron. Smith with his first of the game and 6th goal of the season. Forever dangerous no matter where he is. I thought he may have, I'm not sure if he was trying to change up with that first overhand shot, but boy, collected himself well, and that's the way you use the arsenal of tools that you're blessed with. And off the draw, Brampton now. Largest deficit of the game, 4-2 the score. Favor of the Bears. Trying to get a step, and Beaver hanging on for dear life. But the shot, fortunately for the Bears, was wide, and they now will collect it. Snow will make one pass, move it up to Kettle. Kane Kettle will peel back out. They'll set things up now with Snow. Snow gets a screen, and it was a hard one from Burning. Kick back out. Whiteford, sidearm, steer to side, rebound, and it's tucked in over the shoulder. So the Ohsweken Bears have come alive here in this second quarter and lead this one now 5-2. So a great job on hustling and picking those loose balls up. It's a bit of one of those things that you see on the stat sheet. You see the loose balls, but you don't necessarily see where they're picked up in the offensive or defensive end. And right now, the Express are just being outworked on the defensive end by the offense of the Bears. Chance here now is Gage Board will set things up. Board will swing it around. McDonald, they'll work it over to Menzies. Menzies, right side. 15 on the shot clock, on the curl. Dump back down. Board was sitting in the middle of that dotted half circle. Menzies collects it, kicks it out McDonald. 8 on the shot clock. That shot right on. Saved by Martin. Picked up. Here come the Bears now. Trying to work something in transition. They'll dump it off and thinking better of it until the backdoor swing finds Whiteford. Whiteford looking for the flip. He'll curl back out, kick it back to the top, swinging around Pedwell. Pedwell gets the screen. Pedwell, quick shot right on. Rebound picked up and stretching out, reaching out to touch someone is Dylan Gillespie to pick up his first of the game, and a 4-goal explosion so far from the Bears have given them a 6-2 lead. Not a whole lot any netminder can do when that ball's picked up in that proximity right there on the doorstep. Guys are just able to extend past the goalie and tuck it over the shoulder no matter how big those shoulders are. 10:34 to go here, second quarter. 4 unanswered from the Bears. And off the draw, Beam rolls off and does a good job to get it over, and Neil Adamson avoids the timeline. And the Express now looking and needing an answer here as the Bears have come out fired up here in the second. Defensively, Beaver had it, took his eye off it. Ball loose behind the net. Beaver's going to try to get back in it, but a good job there putting on the brakes and not able to do a whole lot with that was Gavin Tebow, but a delayed penalty will be coming to the Bears, so the Express will get a chance to go on the power play, barring a goal here with 10 on the shot clock. That shot right on and scooped up. So second power play opportunity for the Brampton Express, as too many men on the floor is the call. So at times there's been some questions about the Bears and their discipline, picking up penalties at inopportune times. Not the case so far here in this game, just a too many men call. Good transition lacrosse by the Express. So 1 for 1 with the power play. Brampton now looking to get back in this one, trailing by 4. Jeff Roy at the top. That one's knocked down. Good job defensively getting those sticks in that gap. Jeff Roy, no look pass, swinging in the gap. Stopped by Martin. Ball loose now, half circle. Long time to scoop. Got to go with the scoop. That the old style pickup not going to work in traffic, but the Express get bailed out and it's Board. Working back around Jeff Roy. That is on target. Chase Martin, good save. Rebound, that one wide of the mark. Plenty of time as the shot clock reset, and the Express will do the same. Working around with Jeff Roy. That pass almost stolen by Snow. Good job to gather. They'll work it behind the net. Kick it back out, Gage Board. Board snaps the skip pass. Right on target, and another good save. Chase Martin closing the door. And now Kane Kettle will look to get it over the timeline. Good job there as he moves it up and over. Kotowski will avoid a defender, and they'll swing it around, look to burn some clock. 50 seconds remaining in the penalty. Pedwell now will wait lane. Smith, 10 on the shot clock. Smith going to try to fend off one on the run. That shot right on. He's going to come and corral his own rebound. Rolls off a defender. Still in the vicinity. Has it, lost it, had it, and then lost it. Express now will pick it up as there's been a reset. And now Brampton will try to move it up over the timeline with 20 seconds left in the man advantage. Good hesitation move and flip the pass, though. Not the best from Battersby, but Board now will settle it down. 10 seconds left in man advantage. Board gets a screen. Board lets it go. Chase Martin again. He'll look for a quick outlet, and he does. It's a good one. Here come the Bears. And a good decision from Baker Printup to set up shop. 7.5 to go. Team's back to full strength. It's a 6-2 game in favor of the Bears. Whiteford looking for a screen. Gets one. On the roll. Couldn't connect, though. And Martin with a good backhand outlet. That was almost picked. And Board now will move it up for Brampton. Gage Board gets a screen. Board lets it go. Chase Martin again. Right on target. And with 7:06 to go, that will take us to our officials' timeout. After our officials' timeout, as Snow is going to leg it over the timeline, Bears are going to set up the offense with Whiteford, work at Lane Smith. Smith now, and that's just two hands on. It's going to be an illegal cross-checking penalty, and there's going to be no hesitation as you can see Dalen Burning is going to head right to the penalty box. And they're going to get things sorted. Just hold on a sec. Let the penalized player get to the penalty box. So the Express will go to their third power play opportunity of this game with just under 7 minutes to go here in the half. It's been a 4-0 run in this second quarter for the Bears. So important here for the Express to get back on track. Jerminski working that left shooter spot. Jeffroy at the top. They'll interchange now. Jeffroy will size things up, work it to the side, and that shot trying to slide it through a couple defenders in Tebow. Gets his own rebound. Fresh clock here for the Express. Jeffroy, no-look pass, was looking down low. Good job to corral that and swim his way out of trouble. Kicks that back out. Chellin lets it go. That's wide. And a good job to scoop that up. Here come the Bears, using their speed. Great job here, and inside out, but stopped, though, by Martin. So a great opportunity from Krutowski, who has some blazing speed. Wasn't able to beat the netminder, and a minute 15 now left in the power play. Jerminski will set it up. Jeffroy now will work it. Menzies down on that right crease as they look to gap that box. Jeffroy has some room, but it's right on target. So ringing it off the logo seems to be the common theme here in the early going for them at a give and go here at the other end. Gone and went. Express now going to look to move it up. Good job as a chance now with a 2-on-1. Fake. And duck in. And a chance there for Colin Matthews. Had Cody Menzies wide open on that other side, elected to take it himself. Maybe made it a little more difficult than it needed to be. Heron Snow now. Just under 30 seconds left to kill here in the penalty. Pedwell. Smith. Great ball movement by the Bears. Smith still has it. I can't believe he parked that. My goodness, Lane Smith. Talk about some jump in that step. He went short side, faked it, and then went far side, low corner. Second of the game for Smith, a shorty, and his 7th of the season. I thought Brampton was going to try and wreck the roll of the Bears. They bite back, pick up a shorty, and now lead this one 7-2 with 19 seconds left in the penalty. Off the draw. Costello loses his lumber, and now McDonald will work it down. They'll set it up with Board. So dying seconds of the penalty. yielded nothing for the Express, and quick stick almost, but Chase Martin closed it off. So good attempt. Board stands strong. They'll hold. Teens back to full strength. Fresh 30 here for the Express. They'll work it around left side. Board looking for an opening. Surveys, dumps it back down. Gets it back in traffic and probably should have went forehand, not backhand. So a good attempt, but nothing doing for Ward. Good defense by the Bears as they hold court. And a shot clock violation will give Ohsweken possession again with 4:15 to go here in this first half. Whiteford looking to kick it back out. He does. Finds Pedwell. Pedwell overhand right on the mark. Stopped by Martin. And he'll look for an outlet almost, and it did. Martin let it go back, and it rolled into the net. And when things aren't working your way, they're not working your way. And that's a tough one for the netminder. If you've played this game long enough, you've seen that happen before. So we're not sure who will get credit for the goal. So I guess they're going to give Kyle Pedwell the credit. So if they're going to give it to him, so will we. That's his second of the game. And it's 8-2. So putting together an outstanding first half are the Ohsweken Bears. Lucas Beaver kicks it out Whiteford. Shovel pass. They'll look to get it back. And Lane, it'll find the stick of Lane Smith. Looking over for Burning and a turnover, but the Beav right there to collect that. Jonah Beam all over him. Beaver will send it over. Lane Smith now dumps it behind the net. Whiteford sizing it up. Thinks better of it. Works it back out. Can't handle that. That's going to be a violation. Possession to the Express. They're going to hustle down deep in the offensive end. So nothing working for Jeff Dowling and company up to this point. But, of course, there are 4 quarters to this game, and we're just over 3 minutes remaining in the second. Dump down, not able to connect. Jerminski picks that up. They're going to need a little something out of him. Jeff Roy as well. And that one goes through the legs off the post and to the Bears. Here they come in transition. Snow, big strides, backdoor. Whiteford! Top corner, BB, 9-2. Just good transition lacrosse. Boy, oh boy. You blink an eye, that's in the back of the net. And that was the So Whiteford on the receiving end picks up his second of the game. Board now. And without numbers, he'll peel back out. Gets that out and an ill-advised shot, but no reset, 20 on the shot clock. And they'll send it back over for a reset with Board. That's going to be through the crease. And possession now to the Bears as they have taken control of this game here in the second quarter. Good cross-checking there, and nothing wrong with that. That's just good old-fashioned lacrosse. And now Horsley. He's been quiet in this game, Andrew Horsley, a pivotal factor for this Express team as McDonald now. We're under the 2-minute warning here, first half. Express needs something here before the break. To the top, and that one saved by Martin. Rebound loose, picked up. Martin does the splits, great save. And that's scooped up. Here come the Bears. Pedwell doesn't have the numbers, but out of the back door, 3, hits the trailer. Whiteford ducks in. That goes off the crossbar. And Ball loose. Beam battles for it, does a good job. Express now looking to counter the other way. Martin, his shot almost snuck through the wickets, but nothing doing as Kalen Martin in transition. And now Ohsweken will be a little more deliberate here on offense as we're just over a minute left to go here. Big underhand, big finish. Oh, the Bears working with the Midas touch today. That one's Tyler Kalatka, who's worked hard and certainly deserves one. He picks it up with 1:06 to go here, and it's a 10-2 commanding lead for. So Cole Martin having his struggles. And possession as we inch toward the final minute here, this first half goes to the Express. They haven't been able, though, to somehow find any kind of rhythm, any kind of flow. Board will peel around, 15 on the shot clock. They'll work it around now, and it'll be on the right side. Dump off. That one again, Martin's closing the door. Board shot wide of the mark. Rebound, Bears will pick it up, 38 seconds left. Looking at back door, and Whiteford off the one bounce. He'll skip into the corner in the final 30 seconds here. He will wait for some help. 20-second differential shot and game clock. They'll burn some time here. 10 on the shot clock, Lane Smith, their go-to guy. Working to Whiteford, one-on-one. 5, Whiteford inches his way in, gets his own rebound, has them both knocked down, and that's going to be a timeout call as the Express will get a timeout with 7.9 seconds left here in this second quarter. Seconds left on the clock. So got to go the length of the carpet for the Express if they want to try and chip away at this lead. Jeff Roy, he's going to leg it. Switches hands, moves it up, going to go on attack. 2-1, last shot, and that's going to do it. I'm not quite sure. They may put 1 second back on the clock, and Kuchi Firmhand Furman says yes. So 1 second here. The Express will just have to take a shot right on the net. That's about all they can do. And the clock goes. So 30 played here at the ILA. It's a 10-2 lead in favor of the Ohsweken Bears. We'll be back with the third. Locked and loaded here for third quarter action, and right off the bat can be a delay of game called to the Ohsweken Bears for coming out late. So a good call by the officials, as just because we're on Christmas break doesn't mean there's a break every time, and first possession will belong to the Express as they will work it now. So they will go to their fourth power play. They have scored once and given up a shorty, so they can balance that out. But more importantly, 6 unanswered by the Bears in that second quarter have given them a commanding lead. So Brampton now going to have to regroup, reset, and restart with 1:20 to go in the power play. Plenty of time in the shot clock. Jeff Roy at the top. He is the quarterback. He'll work that. They'll try to gap that box. His shot wide of the mark. And that ball's going to go down. Going to be a race for it. And they're going to call it a reset. So I wasn't sure it touched anyone, but there's no argument from anyone else. So just my eyes are off. And Brampton now one more time to the attack. Jeff Roy, Chullen, Mikhail trying that far corner, but Chase Martin has been real good in the first 2 quarters. And now Kettle's going to move it up, 2 passes and over the timeline. And Dunford, he's going to put a hesitation, going to try to work some clock. 35 seconds left in the penalty as Whiteford now. 10 on the shot clock. Whiteford now is going to hold. He'll look to flip. They'll just dump it in the corner or get a shot right on net with Snow, and he'll flip it up into that corner. So a job well done by the Bears. And Brampton still trying to find themselves, still on shaky footing here, as they have not scored in just over a quarter. Quick shot right on target, almost slipped through, but Martin did a good dance and kept it from going across the goal line. And now legging that up and over the timeline is Ryan Johnson. Lost it but got it back. Does a good job fending off two defenders. Flips it, going to be a penalty call and going to be a high stick. And I believe it's going to be Gavin Thibault, the guilty party. So for the first time in this game, the Ohsweken Bears will get a power play opportunity. They come in working at just a 50% efficiency rate on the power play. But when you have an 8-goal lead, there's a comfort zone there with the buffer, and Whiteford and Lane Smith will be on that left side. Snow will quarterback before the interchange. Pedwell also on that right side as they'll go to work now. Lane Smith, no look pass across. Good save by Martin. Rebound picked up and buried. So talk to me, Dalen Burning. Second of the game comes courtesy the power play. And it's an 11-2 lead. So the penalty to Thibault is costly as Burning torches the Express for a power play goal, and Bears roll on. Just under 12 and a half to go here in this third. And the Bears picking up where they left off in the second. So you got to figure that what the Express need is a bounce. They just need to get something working in their favor to maybe get into a little bit of roll, get some momentum back. But the Bears just aren't having it as they go back to work on offense. Whiteford sizing it up, moves out, good skip pass across. Trying to lean in, looking for something is Pedwell. Pedwell reverses his pivot, comes back around, 5 in the shot clock, back out, shot right on, easy save for Cole Martin. Express now, one pass, and it'll be Board to work it over the timeline. Gage Board puts on the Jets, he'll peel back out, kick it back out. Menzies will set up shop now. Battersby out there on that right side, looking to create a screen. They'll swing it back to the left. That shot right on, and it trickles and rolls. Good job to smother that. So fundamentally sound. The Bears look tight here in this ball game. Kwiatkowski has had himself a good game. Going to be a delayed penalty coming to the Express. Not sure if it's going to be a too many men call, but net empty at the other end for Ohsweken as they look with 10 on the shot clock. Smith at the top. Him and Snow work the two-man game. Behind the net, and dunk attempt as nothing doing there, but the Bears will go back to work with their second power play opportunity of this game. They are 1 for 1. So an illegal cross-check to call. Not sure if that's Cody Menzies or Josh Medeiros. Looks like it's Medeiros. And we're under 11 minutes to go here in this third. So Brampton needing some momentum. That's certainly not going to help their cause. The Bears here with a chance to really wield the dagger, and really early to talk about that in this sport. But, boy, they have put together two fine quarters. Working it around at the top. Lane Smith! Quick stick finish, shorty, short side for the man. Lane Smith. Smith has been a man on a mission this entire early part of the season, and that's his third of the game. Second power play marker for the Bears. Smith now with 8 goals on the season. And more importantly for Ohsweken, it's a 12-3 lead. And I say 2, not 3, as the lead 10. Medeiros is going to scoop that loose ball up, and the Express now with possession. And And really the score hasn't been indicative of the way the game has rolled. I mean, Ohsweken has filled the net plenty more, but the Express have had some chances, but the shooting has just gone awry, and you can see in their body language that they just seem a little demoralized. Certainly don't have their full roster here and missing a couple of key components. As the Bears now on the attack again. Started on that right side. Everything going in their favor right now. Kick across. On the run, save Martin. Ball loose in that dotted half circle. Picked up, good job. Medeiros had it, but then lost it. Pedwell now. So Pedwell will regain his own rebound. Battle in there. Split through the double team, triple team, and kick it back out. So the extra effort going to the Bears right now, holding on to possession. Now it's Whiteford. Whiteford gets a screen. Worked over hard. His shot. And that pops up. Express get a break now and a chance now. Looking to run under that, but not going to be able to catch up to it. Good job by the Bears winning all the races. Good job by Dunford. Kwiatkowski has had a solid game, as has Lane Smith. Trying to turn that corner. He'll hesitate. Stop. Pops out of his stick. Takes a little hit to the boards. He's pinned there. And he was looking for a call, certainly. In the meantime, between time, Jonah Beam. Beam gets double team. Beaver on him. They strip him and regain possession. Chase Martin, a good pass. Beav, one up, and Lane Smith at the other. Lane Smith, good save, Cole Martin. So almost end-to-end transition lacrosse, but netminders standing tall, doing their job. Matthews trying to elude a defender. He'll dump it off to Chullen. Chullen now with 10 on the shot clock. Gonna have to go to work here. 5. Mikhail Chullen, skip pass into traffic. He'll advise Thibault can't do nothing. And that one to Jeff Roy doesn't beat the shot clock. So they finally bulge the twine, but it's not in time. And here come the Bears with Hare and Snow. Snow, no look down low. Stop, pop. Shot just wide of the mark. Whiteford's going to try to track it down. He does. No reset on the clock. 8 minutes to go here in the third. Big wind up from Burning, wide of the mark, and here comes Board now. He'll dump it off. Martin with a chance. Crosses in. Great save there by Chase Martin. Stuck out the right arm, made the save, and that's how you keep the momentum in your team's favor with goaltending like that. Abrams, he'll work it across, and ball loose now. Good defense by Horsley. 10 on the shot clock. Shot right on, and it trickles, but not far enough. Bodies flying. Good no calls, though, as these officials have done a great job keeping the flow of this game. Hesitation move from McDonald. He'll peel back out, and to work is Battersby. 7 minutes to go in the third. 10-goal deficit. Not able to connect on the pass. Jeff Roy does a good job. Fish that out, slide it through. Trying to duck in was Thibault, but he did too much ducking and couldn't get in. And on the outlet, and it looks like the Bears are going to go, and retaliation penalty is going to be the case here, as both teams were going back and forth, but the roughing call is going to go to Ryan Johnson, and that's going to take us to our officials' timeout. Set to rock the house here as we go after our officials' timeout. So 2-minute roughing call. And the Brampton Express will go to the power play for the 5th time. They are 1 for 4 and have given up a shorthanded marker, but more importantly, they have been stuck on 2 goals for what seems like an eternity. 6.5 to go here in this third. It was 2-2 at the end of 1. So the Bears now will work it up over the timeline and try to work some clock. Minute 40 to kill here for the Bears. And going for a run is Kwiatkowski. Does a good job. He's got 2 defenders on him, 10 on the shot clock. They're going to double team him and work him over in that corner, and possession will go to Brampton. So this is where good officiating comes into play. Bit of a lopsided lead. You got to watch one team doesn't get a little more frustrated and a little more hands-on, so to speak. Express now have to get back in this game 1 goal at a time. Cutting in, and there's that 1 at a time. So it's been a while, but Dawson Battersby, responsible for one of their first 2, picks up his second of the game, comes courtesy the power play. And more importantly, puts a halt on a 10-goal run. So good. So a 12-3 game, and we'll see if the Express can build on that and chip away, get back in this one, at least heading into the final 15. Under 6 minutes here, 5:35, and off the draw, good job to come away with it is Peyton McIntosh. And the teams exchange Christmas gifts, and now it's Lucas Beaver. He'll work it, Whiteford, half-boards left side. Flip back out Lane Smith. Smith's got room, and that's a pellet. Oh, you give Lane Smith that kind of space, and he will make you pay, and he does with his 4th of the game. Lane Smith on fire. So the answer for the Bears comes swiftly and off the stick of Lane Smith. He's got 9 goals so far in this season, and this 3rd game. More importantly, the lead is double digits again for Ohsweken, and Brampton going to have to go back to work. Off the draw. Bears scoop it up, and that's going to be a check-in from behind call, and that's going to give Ohsweken their 3rd power play opportunity of the game. They are 2 for 2 with a man advantage, and it's going to be McDonald, the guilty party, with an illegal cross-check. 2 minutes as we are at 5:01 to go here, 3rd quarter. Remember, another game to follow this one in the Paris River Wolves, Six Nations Snipers. They will go to work. River Wolves, an impressive 2-0. The Snipers still looking for their first win of the season. Whiteford, he'll curl back out. Chased well out. Good defense there as Whiteford will get it back, size it up, no look pass. No! Oh, sorry. Burning, lighting it up. Man, oh man, that was a quick release underhand in the top corner. So Dalen Burning following suit with his 3rd of the game. And the Bears Snipers are on target here this afternoon. But you got to figure that you got to know who the Snipers are coming from the Bears. And even though you know those are the guys that are going to be shooting the ball, the accuracy has been pinpoint. And now Beam, 2-on-1, gets it back. Beam inside out and wrong stick side. So good idea on the pass play, as it was a good effort there by McDonald as he works over Beaver in the corner. The Beav still has it. He'll flip it up, get roughed up. Gage Board will come away with it. He'll get roughed up. He'll try to power his way through. Gets closed off by Pedwell. So between Pedwell and Lane Smith, they close that door, and we're under 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Whiteford, Smith, Kicks it back out, swinging around. Pedwell! And it's all money in the bank from here for the Ohsweken Bears as Kyle Pedwell adds another. He's got 3 as well. And the lead just keeps growing for the Bears. But I think it's Mateo Bodan who is the backup goaltender, and might be some time to give him some work, but with 3:40 to go, you're certainly not throwing in the towel, and it would take a whole lot. I'm not quite sure it matters which goalie you are. When a team is rolling like the Bears are rolling right now, they're just fine in the back of the net. Makes no difference who's in there. What a fake, and boy, oh boy, that was a good one. As Gillespie had a nice duck in. Martin closed the door there, and now the Express looking for something with Medeiros. Medeiros and Menzies working that right side. And if you're Jeff Dowling and company, it's about making adjustments and, of course, taking the positive right now. And still a quarter to play, so a whole lot can happen. But in the meantime, Jerminski's quick shot, that goes wide of the mark. Shot clock violation. Another good defensive stance by the Ohsweken Bears. And they'll move it up over the timeline. Smith can't handle it. Whiteford helps out, but it's scooped back. And the Express will take the gift in Medeiros. Medeiros gets it back. Give and go. Medeiros tried to slide it, but Chase Martin has been super stingy and Grinch-like here in this game so far. Bears trying to hang on to it, and a good job defensively as the Express forced a turnover. It's Gage Board. He'll bounce off the slash, let it go. Chase Martin right on the money, and a good outlet pass will send away the Bears one more time. We inch toward the 2-minute warning here, third quarter. Bears with a commanding 15-3 lead. That pass will go right through the crease area. Good job to corral that, and here come Brampton now into the offensive end. Chullen. Battersby looking for some room. Finds a double team. Chullen well wide of the mark. Good job by Jeffroy to filter it. Looking for Chullen again, but it's knocked down. Good job to filter back in the corner. Going for the dive, and that was well done by Tebow. And the frustration from Kent Baker Printup, and this is where you get into issues. It's a 15-4 game, so not quite sure what the thought process is there, if any. But a big goal for the Express as they get back on the board and chip away at that lead. Tebow's first of the game is a beauty, and off the draw. Bears control. Flip it over, and they'll set things up. Smith. They'll work it half boards left side as we are, that one knocked down into the final minute to play here in the third. Martin went for it, but instead the Bears come away with it. Another chance, and that shot wide of the mark on a good pass. So a good pass from Johnson, and he goes again. Quick stick, another miss. So frustration for Baker Printup. If he would just settle down and not worry about the no call at the other end, probably be better off. He's missed 2 golden opportunities there, and now the Bears to work 5 on the shot clock. Baker Printup brings it off the crossbar. Rebound will stay. 23 seconds left. Netminder's going to exit stage left for the extra attacker. Pedwell puts on the brakes, leans in. Wrapped up, leans in again, dumps it down low as Burning was standing there. Smith kicks it back out. Dying seconds. Smith right on target, and 3 quarters in the books here at the ILA. It's the Bears leading. Set to go here off the draw, fourth quarter. And looks like we may have a goaltending change for the Brampton Express as Mateo Bowden will come in relief of Cole Martin. So to work we go for the Express, trying to close this gap, and it's a big gap of 11, but it's got to start somewhere. That pass goes awry, 10 on the shot clock, and Tebow skips one across. That one well wide of the mark from Battersby. Ball loose, and the Bears now will pick it up. Good stick check there by Draminski, but not able to collect a possession, and a good job to get it over the timeline. Only have 8 seconds here in the Arena Lacrosse League to get that over into the offensive end. And Lane Smith has been just deadly for the Bears one more time. Eludes a couple, swings it over. Dalen Burning dumps it off inside. Good save there from Bowden. Welcome to the ball game, and off to the races now go the Express. And good job to peel out. If you're no sense taking it all that way to pull up from 40 feet out for a shot. So Board now, no look. Menzies dumps it down low. At one, caught in the hand by Chase Martin. And Martin now going to air it out. One bounce, back door. Oh, on the money. That was a beauty pass as Abrams not able to handle it. No flag on the play, so back to it go the Express. Jeffroy has been quiet, hasn't really been able to find a rhythm here in this game. He'll swing it across. Battersby has 2 of the team's 4. He misses wide. No reset, 5 on the shot clock. That shot knocked down, and a great job defensively as the Bears just doing everything right here. Whiteford, no look pass. Great ball movement, skipping around, inside out shot wide from Abrams. Trying to atone from the last time and not able to collect that. Fighting for it is Snow. He's in the mix as well, and going to be a delayed penalty here, and it's going to be a slashing call as some trees were felt in the process there, and it looks like, not sure if it's going to be Horsley or Jeffroy, the guilty party. Either way, the Bears will go back to work with a man advantage. So Jeffroy, the guilty party. Bears 2 for 3 with a man advantage here. 12:39 to go in this fourth quarter. 15-4 the score. So the Bears have the luxury of time on their side, and they are going to be very deliberate. You can bet on each and every possession, as that underhand, certainly not the best one that we've seen from Whiteford. They collected 10 on the shot clock. Smith, no look pass, and that's going to be a crease call as went through the crease and came back out. So the Express now, quick pass, they'll get it over the timeline. It's McDonald. So McDonald now will look to work some clock. And he's going to draw a crowd. Does a good job to split it on the run. Bounce shot right on. Stopped by Martin. Martin now will send the Bears away. And they'll get it up over the timeline just in the nick of. They'll set it up. So Whiteford, Lane Smith, they have been a solid duo on that left side for the Bears. They've gotten some contributions from Burning and Snow as well on the right. Pedwell has been good. That shot right on, stopped by Bowden. Rebound loose in the dot-out circle. Medeiros going to try to filter his way out. Shovels it up. Board. Almost a recipient there. Chase Martin's going to work over Board. Great job by Martin as he shields the defender and picks it up, and it's Snow. Numbers for the Bears. Snow. Lane Smith couldn't handle that pass. Smith couldn't get the carom either, and back now come the Express. And Medeiros peels off. Good job by Adamson to try to jump in the rush. Didn't get the ball, but Jonah Beam now will settle it down. Under 11 minutes to go here in the fourth. Bears defense, good rotation, 5 on the shot clock, underhand well wide. That's going to be a violation, and possession is going to go to the Ohsweken Bears. Snow will slide that one bounce pass across to Whiteford. Whiteford fake, he'll walk in. What a save by Bowden. Good start to this fourth quarter for the backup as he stood strong and faced some quality shots. Chullen on the run, runs into a roadblock. Burning had it, lost it, and shoveled it, but to no one. Express now, no reset, 10 on the shot clock. Skip pass, got to get something done. 5 on the run, down low, beauty fake off the post. So a great opportunity, but the Express can't even beat the iron. Bears now in transition. Whiteford on the doorstep. Whiteford, 1, 2, 3, knocks on the door. And another one in the back of the net for the Bears. Says Whiteford just on the receiving end, his third goal of the game. And it's tough when you work hard at one end and just some good goaltending, or just unlucky when you ring one off the iron and it goes back the other way, and one pass, backdoor breakout, and it's in the back of the net. So no fault for Bowden for sure. As off the draw, possession's going to go to Brampton. 9:41 to go here in this fourth quarter. So the Express looked awfully tough against the defending champion Monarchs in the first game. Came back with a W last week, but this week come up short as the Ohsweken Bears have turned up the dial. And it was 2-2 after one, 10-2 at the break. And a quick shovel right on, stopped by Bowden. Reset though, picked up by Abrams. Fresh 30 to work with, 9 to go. Pedwell. His shot gets knocked down, doesn't get through. And here come the Express now. Curtis Ward in alone. Ward. And he's stopped by Martin. And the Bears now have done everything right so far in this ball game. See here if they can't close it out the way they should. Snow gets a shot, but a good save by Bowden. He was looking for that far side. Medeiros does a good job to bump off some freedom. He'll dump it off. It's Horsley on the run. Horsley is stopped as Chase Martin does the splits, makes the save, and a good outlet pass will send away Kane Kettle. And a timeout called by the Ohsweken Bears with 8:07 to go. Back here as we have a number of different coaches throughout the building as they make suggestions here with a 16-4 lead for the Bears. 8 minutes to go here. And Whiteford now able to walk in, gets a shot off wide of the mark, and now back the other way. So Gage Board. He'll cut back in. Good acceleration. What a save by Martin. Oh, my, he has been feeling it today. Chase Martin, as I don't know if you're on his Christmas list, but he's not too giving, certainly not today. And Lane Smith will slow it down. Pedwell gets a screen. That one knocked down nicely. And the Express now working a 2-on-1 in transition. Dump off. And another great save as Chase Martin sticks out the arm, the right arm, and keeps that ball out of the net. Even when the Bears have a bit of a defensive breakdown, Chase Martin has been there as the backstop to save the day. We're under 7 minutes to go here. Gillespie has a goal for the Bears in this game, tries to weave his way in, gets a shot off. Smith dying seconds. Lane Smith, that one right on. Don't even know how he got that off. And now Gage Board. Board. He'll bounce off one. Jonah Beam will stay out there momentarily, but now they'll have to go to work here with 10 on the shot clock. Jaminski. That pass never found its way through. Good defense by the Bears, and that'll be a violation. And with 6:12 to go, that will take us to our final officials timeout. We are done with our final TV timeout. Quick outlet pass. We'll get it in the offensive end for the Bears, and they'll set things up. Whiteford and Smith have been deadly on that left side. Burning and Snow on the right have been equally as impressive. That shot well wide of the mark. Smith, though, is going to get it and flip that up off the glass. And that'll be a violation. But again, the Bears will be playing the clock now in no hurry. Pretty safe to say with just over 5.5 to go that this may be Brampton's second loss of the season. The Ohsweken Bears have put together their best performance so far of this early season, and on the run, that one finds the mark. So I think Chase Martin may have gotten a little, taken his eye off that, was looking for an outlet. Instead, Darcy Thompson's going to get credit for that goal. And with 5:17 to go, it's 16-5. So far, having surrendered just 5 goals, Chase Martin certainly well below his goals against average. He has been very impressive in this game, and not to take anything away from Cole Martin either, who was strong as well, but just the opportunities given and taken by both these two teams have been pretty lopsided. The Bears have done a little everything from their half-court offense to their transition game has been strong. You get some goaltending at the back end, and it awfully tough. You've got Lane Smith, who has lit the lamp 4 times. Dalen Burning 3, and Kyle Pedwell has chipped in with a hat trick. That shot wide of the mark, and Brampton, you can look, and of course, missing Penn Estrad and Keegan White. Their leading scorer, Jake McNabb, not in the lineup either, so certainly be a different sort of game flow with those guys back the next time these two teams meet. Cody Menzies had one early, but been quiet since. Chullen right on target, stopped. And now moving it up are the Bears. Johnson. And on the run, the Burning stopped, though, and good outlet pass by Bowden to Gage Board. Board will put on the brakes. So it'll be a week of adjustments as we will go for week 4 next week. And, of course, Friday night's game will be Peterborough at Brampton. So that'll be a big one. A doubleheader Saturday will be Toronto at Whitby and Six Nations at Oshawa. That, of course, will be at Children's Arena in Oshawa. And then on Sunday, right back here, Paris against these Ohsweken Bears. Of course, Paris and Six Nations following this one, 3:15 to go. And the Bears looking to collect theirs as Pedwell goes to work hoarsely in there defending his player as a scrum ensues in that far corner. 10 on the shot clock, and good stick check there. Still working hard is Colin Matthews, though. Give him some credit. And the Bears come away with it. And a quick pass as Abrams does a good job to scoop it and was looking for Snow. That'll go awry, and it'll be Abrams that comes away with it. Bowden had to make a good save. And now the Express. So Jeff Dowling and company will go back to work, make some adjustments, and I'm sure we'll come back strong when they host a revamped, new-look Peterborough Timberman team. That quick shot right on the mark. Chase Martin where he should be. And now we are heading toward the 2-minute warning. So the Bears now, you don't want any injuries, any suspensions. You want to be smart. All you really have to do here is work down this clock here. And with 5 seconds on the shot clock, you can bet Snow is just going to flip that one deep in the corner, and he does. So the Express now. If you're Ron Mouser, Henry and company, Clancy Elms, you have to be pleased with the way your team looks heading into 2024 as they put together a fine performance. All facets seem to be working. When you get that goaltending that you need from the back end, it really filters its way through. Defensively, they have had their best game, and they have really stymied a tough offense in this Express and limited them to just 5 goals up to this point. So the Bears are going to work it around. You hear someone say that they're not going to let up. But I think they have, just to be smart. Burning lets that go. Stopped by Bowden, who has done a fine job in relief of Cole Martin. And a 2-on-1 here for the Express. And peeling out as we are into the final 35 seconds here. Game 1 of our doubleheader. Stick around. Big one. Paris River Wolves, Six Nations Snipers to follow. Chase Martin, what else but a save. And a quick outlet pass with 20 seconds to go here in regulation. And that's going to be zipped to Whiteford. Whiteford's not going to waste any time. Whiteford takes it strong to the rack and buries it. So just in case you missed it, James Whiteford adds to the total, and with 15 seconds left, this one is going to go into the books as a big win for the Ohsweken Bears, as they are not so gracious hosts here to the Brampton Express. Off the draw, and I would expect that you would let it go, but not the case. And dying seconds here, and this one is in the books. So the Ohsweken Bears with a convincing 17-5 win over the Brampton Express, who will fall now to 1-2. The Bears will improve to 2-1. We'll put a wraps on this one. Stick around. Another one to follow here at the ILA. We'll see you soon.